have one tattoo and it's on my back. I got it when I was 20 years old and I kept it a secret from my parents for a year, I believe, and my mom saw it the day before my wedding day. And it is some orchids that I drew, and I'll try to show you guys. So I could only show you a little piece, but these are the flowers that I drew. I am a middle child. I have an older sister, Lyda, and a younger brother whom we know by Bua, but his name is Jesus after my dad. I've had braces before in the past when I was in middle school and the beginning of high school. I am getting them again because I lost my retainers, so my teeth got crooked again. But I have a feeling that these results are going to be a lot better because they took out some of my teeth, which you can see here that I have some gaps, to make some more room in my mouth because I have really big teeth. And yeah, so I think these results are going to be a lot better than before. Once when I was little, I ripped out some boy's hair for dropping my brother on the floor. He was one of our neighbors on the corner house of our block, and he was spinning my brother around and around on his back. And I told him to let him go because my brother was getting dizzy and he was kind of yelling too that he wanted to get down. And so I told him to stop, and he just threw my brother off of his back and my brother landed on the concrete. So I got really mad and I yanked his hair, and I was holding on for dear life, and my sister and my other neighbor were trying to get my hand out, but I was just like holding on for dear life. I was not gonna let go, and I ripped out a chunk of his hair. That's what he gets. And after I ripped it out, I was like, go home, and he left. So that took care of that. I'm often mistaken for being Asian or having some sort of Asian ethnicity, but I'm just plain Mexican. Sometimes I like to just go to my bathroom and dance for hours and hours and hours. I'll get an urge or I'll hear a song and I just want to dance, but I don't want to dance in front of anybody, so I'll just go lock myself in the bathroom and I'll dance until I get it out of my system. So my husband already knows. I'll tell him, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and dance, and he's just like, okay. I wish that I were a ballerina. If I could live my life all over again, I would probably pursue trying to become a ballerina because I am naturally super duper skinny and it's hard for me to gain weight. So I feel that that would be the perfect job for me because I could eat whatever I want. I wouldn't have to diet. And not only that, but I just think ballerinas are so beautiful and I love the way they dance. I couldn't start wearing makeup until I was 14 years old. My husband was actually in my English honors class in high school, and I didn't speak not one word to him while in high school, but the only memory that sticks out to me as far as him in high school was he wore a shirt that said, "I hate everyone," on the back, and I remember just looking at him being like, that's what I remember him from high school. But we didn't meet until after high school, and little did I know that that kid that had the shirt "I hate everyone" on his back was going to be my husband, and I was going to have his baby. Strawberries are my favorite fruit. I love flowers. Obviously I have a tattoo of a flower, but I love anything floral. I love all flower stuff, and it's just my daughter's baby shower thing was flowers. I would say my least favorite feature on my face is my nose. These two little horns that I got right here are very uncomfortable and they just don't look nice. My favorite feature will have to be my eyes. My favorite artist is Sade. I love Sade and I went to her concert, which I was very excited to go. It was one of my first concerts. Actually, no, it was my second big concert, and I loved every second of it. I'm a total daddy's girl. I love my dad so much, and a lot of my childhood memories or good memories are with him because he used to come home a lot earlier than my mom did, so he was the one to cook me meals. I would go do errands with him, so I'm a total daddy's girl. According to my mom, I was born with an attitude because when I was little, I got in trouble and my dad was spanking me, and I turned over and I looked at him and I said, "That's enough." And he started laughing at me and he said, "No, that's enough." So he kept hitting me, and then I turned around and I said to him, I said, "That's enough." And he just started laughing and he let me go. So my mom said that I was born with that attitude. I am super impatient. I hate waiting, but I'm also very punctual. So no one waits for me, so I hate waiting for other people, and I just hate waiting for things in general. I have a huge fear of sharks. That's why I don't like to swim in the ocean. I just don't. I feel like if a shark was to attack me, there's no way that I can run from it or outswim it. If a shark decides to attack me, I'm pretty much just dead. I also have a huge fear of dark water. I don't like water where I cannot see the bottom. It just kind of freaks me out, and that's why another reason why I don't like swimming in the ocean. I have a slight obsession with Hello Kitty. I like Hello Kitty stuff, but it has to be a more sophisticated Hello Kitty. I don't really like the little girly stuff. I like Hello Kitty things that are geared towards older girls. I have a bit of OCD. I like things to be organized, and I like to know where everything is. I don't like clutter, even though right now my room's pretty cluttered because it's all three of us living in this room, but for the most part I like to be super organized. I love scary stories. That's one of my favorite topics. I can go on and listen to scary stories forever. I think that they're very interesting, and it's one of my great memories from my grandma, who used to tell us, or actually my nana, that's what we called her, who used to tell us scary stories all the time. I have a girl crush on Megan Fox. I like to draw as a hobby. I really like to draw. The only thing is that I have to be inspired to draw. I can't just, well, I can sit and draw, but I find that it comes out a lot nicer if I'm actually inspired. I do some of my best work then. And I'll go ahead and show you some of the things that I've drawn. This is a drawing that I did of my husband when we first met. This is a drawing of Amy Winehouse that I did. This is a drawing of a geisha that I did. I actually drew portraits of each one of my family members that my mom has hanging up in the office in my parents' house, and she calls it the gallery. I hate the smell of artificial cinnamon, not actual cinnamon, but like red gum or big red gum. Yeah, big red. I hate the smell of big red. I hate the smell of cinnamon candles. It just makes me nauseous. I consider this a special talent that I can hear the elote man from a mile away. It could be super loud, and I can just hear that horn, and I'm like, ah, elote man! And I used to get crazy and run to my dad and ask for $1. I don't have a sweet tooth at all. I rather have savory food over cakes or cupcakes or pies over anything. So I don't have a sweet tooth. I rather have savory food. When I was little, I used to be painfully shy. I didn't know how to make friends. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I only had a few friends. I had a fear of talking in front of the class. I had a fear of getting picked to read. I was just super duper shy. Didn't want to socialize at all. I am notorious for falling asleep anywhere, anytime, and that's what I'm known for. If I could be at a party, if I'm tired, I'll fall asleep on the couch. Just you name it, at a restaurant, I'll fall asleep. If I'm tired, I'm just gonna go to sleep where I am at that moment. I don't care. No shame. I hate wearing heels. A lot of girls like wearing heels when they go out. I really hate it. I feel like I'm a big, huge willow tree because I'm 5'7" and I'm super skinny. So I feel like I'm walking like this. So I feel really self-conscious, and I'd rather just wear flats. I've been married for 5 years. I can't go a day without listening to music. I have to listen to music every single day. I can't stand people that are rude. I was a tomboy growing up. I used to like going outside and playing sports with my brother and all the neighbors, play baseball, football, and basketball. I love comedy. I love stand-up comedy, and so does my husband. So we like to go to comedy shows together. I love potatoes. I love everything with potatoes in it. My mom always makes me potato tacos. I like what she makes, caldo de queso, which has just potatoes and cheese. I love baked potatoes. I just love potatoes. It's my favorite food probably. I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't swear. It's nothing that I'm like conscious of or I try not to do. It's just I don't do it. I don't really swear unless I'm really angry. And I just don't really like alcoholic beverages. I don't like the way they taste. But I will drink, have a glass of wine or so when I'm at a party, but for the most part I don't really drink or smoke or swear. I like taking baths 99% of the time. I would say out of 1 year, I take a shower maybe twice. I get super duper grumpy when I'm hungry. So if I'm hungry and I'm irritated, you just don't want to be around me because I can be a total, you know what. My natural hair color is dark brown, almost black looking. But in the sun, it looks like it's has some red in it, so it's a pretty cool natural hair color to have. I've never met any of my grandpas because they both passed away before I was born, so I didn't even get a chance to know them. So that's kind of crazy that it happened to me on my dad's side and my mom's side, so I only got to meet my grandmas. My nickname from my dad is Paula. He calls me Paula because I used to like Paula Abdul when I was little. And my mom says, another reason why my mom says I was born with an attitude is because Paula Abdul would come on TV and I get up and dance, but I get up and dance like real serious. So she was like, she doesn't even have a good time dancing, but that's why my dad calls me Paula. And now he calls me Paula Lola. And that's the nickname that he gave me. He's the only one that calls me that. When I get embarrassed, I blush, like I get super red, which makes me even more embarrassed, which makes me get even more red, which just sucks so bad because I can feel it. I get really hot. I can feel it coming up. My whole face gets red, and I used to get teased sometimes in high school, and even at work, people would try to embarrass me on purpose just to see me get red. I love to be barefoot. I don't like to wear shoes, and my mom calls me a hippie because I don't like to wear shoes, and I always used to pick flowers and put them in my hair. So yeah, my daughter's exactly the same way. She does not like to wear shoes, and I don't blame her. My mom tried to name me after my dad. My dad's name is Jesus, so she wanted something that was kind of similar to his name, but a feminine version. So she came up with Jessin, which has the Jes in the beginning. So that's where my name came from. When I was younger, I used to direct home videos. I would snatch my mom's camcorder and I would direct videos, and I'd tell my brother what to do, and I'd film him. And we have plenty of home videos that I directed. One of them was I was a newscaster, or is that what they're called? A news reporter. And I was reporting that there was a homeless guy and he was breaking into houses and he was eating people's food. And so I filmed my brother eating some cereal, but I put some Oreos in his teeth so that they looked all dirty and like they were missing. And so he was the homeless guy and I was a homeless, and I just have so many home videos that I directed. I get the neighbor boys in on it. We did a whole real world video, and so I would just basically boss all those boys around and just tell them, hey, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna film it. And they listened to me. I became a godparent when I was 12 years old. I actually went to the classes and everything at 12 years old, and I am the godparent of my sister's son, Joseph. And yeah, so I only have one godchild, and that is, oh actually, no, I have two. I just became a godmother to my husband's cousin, Christian, and so now I have two godchildren. I don't like hot sauce or salsa, which is probably, you guys are probably like, what the heck, because I'm Mexican, but I don't like hot stuff. I just don't like my mouth to burn when I'm eating food because I feel like that takes away from the flavor. I'm really sensitive when it comes to chili because I don't eat it. So if there's even a little bit of chili, it's gonna burn my mouth. So I just stay away from it so I don't eat spicy food. I have scoliosis, so if you guys don't know what that is, it is when your spine curves or it's crooked. And so yeah, I have that. I got it, or we discovered it when I was in 7th grade, and in high school I had a cast made because I was gonna wear a brace, which I was actually kind of nervous about, but I don't know what happened. I didn't end up wearing the brace after all. And my last and final fact is my most proudest moment, or the best thing that's happened to me in my life, would have to be when I gave birth to my daughter Abigail, whom I've wanted so much ever since I was a little girl. I just wanted to be a mommy, and I wanted to have a little girl, and she came out and she was everything that I ever wanted. She is perfect. She is my dream baby. Her personality is cute. She has the best of my husband and myself, and she just couldn't be more of a joy. She's just so cute. She lights up my life. She makes me so happy, and she's just the cutest thing ever. So she is my proudest achievement in my whole life, and she just makes me want to have more because she's so wonderful. So that is it for my 50 facts. I hope you guys found this entertaining, and I'm hoping that this video is not too long. And thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Like the bees in the air got me toasting to love. I just wanna sip slow, 'cause the